Aloha! Welcome to another Hawaii Army Legal Assistance video. This one is produced jointly with our Navy Legal Assistance counterpart. I am Captain Marlis Maxim, a Judge Advocate with the Schofield Barracks Legal Assistance Office.
And I'm Lieutenant Junior Grade Summer Combs, a Judge Advocate with the Region Legal Service Office on Pearl Harbor. The topic of this video is filing for divorce in Hawaii.
The most common question that we receive at our legal assistance offices is, how can I begin the divorce process in Hawaii? In this video, we will provide an overview of preparing for the divorce process, discuss factors to consider prior to filing for divorce, go over how to file an uncontested divorce here in Hawaii, and the forms you must file at the courthouse to initiate the divorce process, and give some tips regarding completing your forms.
This video is not intended to be legal advice and does not form an attorney-client relationship. If you feel you need to speak to an attorney, the Army, Navy, Marine Corps, and the Coast Guard all have legal assistance offices on Oahu that assist active duty service members, retirees, and their dependents.
As a reminder, legal assistance attorneys are not authorized to represent you in court, file your paperwork for you, or complete the forms on your behalf. We are also not authorized to assist both parties in a divorce. That means in some cases, either you or your spouse may seek legal advice from one particular legal assistance office, but we will be referred to another legal assistance office to avoid one office giving legal advice to two parties that are in conflict with each other.
To simplify the uncontested divorce process, the Hawaii Family Court websites provide all forms needed to complete the process. Please note that each county has their own court forms. We will be focusing on the forms for the First Circuit, which is Oahu. The Legal Aid Society of Hawaii also has an online interactive website that can help you complete your uncontested divorce forms. This is not an endorsement of the Legal Aid Society of Hawaii. Just please be aware of the additional resource, which you may find helpful.
As you begin the process to file a divorce, we highly recommend that you first download the court's instructions for divorce and the forms checklist to aid you throughout the process. Currently, the court's website only has instructions and checklists for civil union divorces, but the process is the same for non-civil union marriages.
The checklist includes the order the forms are to be filed, the name of the document, how many copies you need to file, who needs to sign those documents, and comments about the document. Here are some important things to keep in mind as you complete your forms.
First, an uncontested divorce means that you and your spouse agree on all terms of the divorce, including divisions of assets and debts, alimony, and if you have children, custody, support, and visitation. With an uncontested divorce, you likely will not have to appear before a judge during the process, and your divorce can be completed with paperwork alone. At the conclusion of an uncontested divorce, your divorce decree will be mailed to you.
If you do not agree on any aspect of the divorce, you no longer have an uncontested divorce and must either attend mediation to resolve your differences or have a judge make the decisions for you. This process will take longer than an uncontested divorce. You may want to take a look at the proposed divorce decrees that are available on the court's website to determine what issues you will still need to work out.
While an uncontested divorce will generally be quicker than a contested divorce, we cannot tell you how long your divorce will take. The timeline for divorce depends on a number of factors, including your personal situation, how timely paperwork is filed by all parties, and the court's caseload.
Second, there are fees associated with starting a divorce. As of July 2022, the filing fee for a divorce without children is $215, and a divorce with children is $265. If you cannot afford the filing fees, you may obtain a fee waiver request from the help windows at the family court at 4675 Kapolei Parkway, or at the court in downtown Honolulu at 777 Punch Bowl Street. The waiver requires you to provide financial information as justification for the request. If the request is approved by a judge, you will not be required to pay the court's filing fee.
Finally, you may hear that you have to be on island for at least 6 months before you can file for divorce. But if you're on island due to military orders, you do not have to wait 6 months to file your paperwork. Just be aware that a judge may not approve your divorce until you've been on island for at least 6 months.
To open a divorce case, you must complete the following documents and file them at Kapolei Family Court: complaint for divorce, summons to answer complaint, matrimonial or civil union divorce action, information form, and if you have children, a notice to attend Kids First. If any of the parties have children, regardless of whether it is from this marriage or from another relationship, you will need to file the divorce with children paperwork.
You can see that according to the court's checklist, to file a complaint for divorce, you will need to file an original document and 3 copies, and this document must be signed by you.
The plaintiff is the person who files the complaint, and his or her name is listed first on the forms. The defendant in a divorce case is just the other person in the marriage and is listed second. You should type or print clearly in black ink your full name in this section, as well as the full name of the defendant. Type these names exactly the same on all documents you file.
Do not worry about the case number. The court clerk will provide that number to you after you file your paperwork. Once you are given a case number, you will need to include it in all of your future filings.
There is no requirement in Hawaii that a couple be legally separated prior to filing for divorce. You only need to declare that the marriage is irretrievably broken.
You should know that the complaint for divorce also includes an automatic restraining order that is signed by the clerk of the court. This restraining order is meant to prevent waste of any marital assets and to keep the parties from incurring additional marital debt. Be sure to review all of the terms of the automatic restraining order when filing the paperwork.
The matrimonial or civil union divorce action information form is mostly biographical information for both parties.
If the parties have any children, whether from this marriage or from other relationships, a notice to attend Kids First must be completed and filed. This program is designed to help parents understand the effects of divorce on their children and to help children cope with the upcoming change to their family unit. Both parties must attend unless excused. Failure to attend may cause you to be brought before the court to explain the absence and may be considered as a factor in custody decisions. Excusals may be granted on a case-by-case basis and are requested by using the court's Request to be Excused from Kids First form. If approved, you will receive a call from the Kids First program confirming the excusal. Otherwise, you must go.
Children ages 6 through 17 of either the plaintiff or defendant from this or any other relationship that lived with the plaintiff and defendant's current family must also attend unless excused by the judge. Do not bring any children under the age of 6 to Kids First. See the Kids First instructions for more information.
The summons to answer complaint will be signed by the clerk of the court as well. If the defendant is on Oahu, you will need to have the stamped copies of the complaint, the automatic restraining order, and the summons to answer complaint personally served on them. This means that someone who is at least 18 years of age and not a party to the divorce personally hands them these forms. Once the defendant is properly served, a proof of service form must be filed with the court.
If the defendant is not on Oahu, then you can file the motion for service by mail and declaration with the order for service by mail form to request serving your documents via registered mail. If approved, upon mailing, you must attach the receipt for certified mail and domestic return receipt, or the receipt for registered mail and return receipt to a statement of mailing exhibits 1 and 2 to file with the court as proof of service.
If you and your spouse are in complete agreement on all aspects of the divorce, including any support requirements that fall within the appropriate state guidelines, particularly for child support, then the parties can sign an appearance and waiver form and the divorce decree to file with the court. This will streamline the process, and if approved by the judge, can complete the divorce process without having to appear before a judge. The appearance and waiver and divorce decree cannot be signed and dated before the complaint is filed and stamped by the court.
After doing all of that, you will have successfully opened a divorce case in Hawaii and filed your initial paperwork.
Please like this video and subscribe to U.S. Army Hawaii Legal Assistance YouTube channel to stay up to date on new videos, whether about divorce and related issues or about other topics. Please also watch the virtual tour of the Kapolei Family Court already posted.
Finally, if you would like an attorney to review your paperwork or answer questions you may have, please contact our offices.
The Army Legal Assistance Office is located at 278 Aleshire Avenue, Building 2037 on Schofield Barracks, and its phone number is 808-655-8607, or visit facebook.com/legalassistancehawaii.
The Navy Legal Assistance Office is located on Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam, and its office phone number is 808-473-0437, or email prlhlegalassistanceoutreach@navy.mil.
Our friends at the Marine Corps Legal Assistance Office can be reached at 808-257-6738. Mahalo.